My name is Anton Belustin, and I am a student in 10th grade in International English School. I am going to present you my project work. Can Russia become more attractive for the international tourism? No doubt last years really affected different directions of business because of the coronavirus, and tourism is not an exception. Most of the borders are closed, so more and more people start traveling in their own countries. Russia has its own popular touristic locations, so as a result, many of them are getting overcrowded. My hobby is photography, so I traveled all over Russia and want to introduce you 3 underrated places in my country. Moreover, they may become popular for foreign sightseers too. This has become my research work for the project. All photos in the presentation were taken by me. The first place is Nizhny Novgorod. The surrounding area of Nizhny Novgorod is underestimated, in my opinion. Despite the fact that the city is well visited, the outskirts of it are still unknown for most of the people. Firstly, there are a lot of astonishing churches. This is one of them. Doesn't it look beautiful? Secondly, nature outside of the city is incredible. I spent there 24 hours and took a lot of awesome shots, and even one of them got mentioned in a famous magazine, but I'll tell you about it a bit later. It all started in the beginning of July. I got up and wanted to take the shot of the sunrise. Despite the fact that the weather conditions were not so good, I still managed to take 2 awesome shots. The first of the dew spider web, and the second of the mysterious tree. I took my next photo in the evening at the sunset. It was a lonely tree standing in the center of the field. I liked it really much and decided to come back there at night. After a successful night photo session, I decided to come back there once more at the sunrise. So, after a long, sleepless night, I got out and went to the tree. When I came to it, I saw a marvelous scenery. The sun rays were passing through its branches and it looked truly breathtaking. I took some awesome shots of it, and even one of them got mentioned as Editor's Choice in National Geographic magazine on their main website page. The other place is Teribirka. Teribirka is the northernmost point in Russia where you can get by car. It is a village surrounded by endless snowy fields. The living conditions might not look so good, but it still has some high-quality hotels in it. Teribirka is located on the coast of the Barents Sea. This is the rocky beach of Barents Sea, the purple sandpiper, and Teribirka Stonehenge. Oh, it is our bell. Let's wait a minute. You can have a look at Teribirka Stonehenge while it's ringing. Okay, let's continue. But the main Teribirka's attraction is the Northern Lights, or the Aurora Borealis as it's called. I think that it may attract a lot of foreigners to Teribirka. You can watch it in autumn, winter and spring. I have been to Teribirka more than once, so my photos of it may look a bit different. This is one of my first attempts, and this is one of my latest shots. The other reason to come to Teribirka is snowkiting. Snowkiting is a kind of sport when you ride the snowboard and the parachute forces you to move because the wind blows into it. You may not believe, but some professionals can jump up to 30 meters high. Incredible. The reason why kiters choose Teribirka is the strong wind blowing there. So I think that this activity may also attract a lot of foreigners to Teribirka. So now it is quiz time. Take a look at the pictures and name the countries. Sheep and lawns, England. Grand Canyon, USA. Horses and mountains, Switzerland. Fusiyama and river, of course it is Japan. Horse, touching scenery, no doubt it is France. Safari, Kilimanjaro, Africa. But guess what? This is all one and the same place, the Altai Republic, Russia. Altai is one of my favorite places in Russia. I visited it not so long ago and still think that it looks unbelievable. My trip lasted 5 days and I managed to drive more than 1,700 kilometers during it. I think that Altai has beauties of different countries all over the world, from Africa to Switzerland. So I think that foreigners that want to have a look at countries from different parts of the world should just come to Altai and enjoy all of them at once. Conclusion. In spite of having some troubles like visiting far, hard-to-reach places in different parts of Russia and planning all the trips, my research work was pretty interesting and exciting. I drove thousands of kilometers with my camera all over Russia. I have traveled a lot before, but now I can tell you that I'm sure. Russia is the most beautiful country in the world. Now, I want to introduce you the product of my project work, the guidebook with 5-day trip to Altai. This awesome route was tested by me and my family. It includes visiting locations like Altai Mars, the Korai Fields, Geyser Lake, and a lot of other beautiful stops. And you will also visit Ust-Koksa, Aktash, and Koshagach villages. So I think that this route will entertain everyone, and every visitor, will it be foreign or Russian, will really like it and enjoy it. Welcome to Russia. Thank you for your attention.